Hello everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Dr. Eggman's Bulldozer? What the fuck? Okay, whoever put that in the intro, you're fired. I'm just kidding, holy shit. Anyways, this time, we're trying this again. We're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Rampage from Revenge of the Fallen. Not Dr. Eggman's Bulldozer from Sonic, the live-action movie that came out last month, which I'm going to see with Katrina. Anyways, so as you can see, Rampage's Ultra Mode is that of a bulldozer. Makes sense, even though bulldozers don't really rampage. They just reverse, back, scrape, and all that. Anyway, the primary colors mostly is for Rampage is dark red, light red, silver, black, bright red, black, basically dark blue for the windshields and windows, and that's about it. All in all, the bulldozer mode looks great. It kind of rolls, but there's a wheel here, and then there's these two wheels on the back of the treads there. The bulldozer shovel sadly does not move up and down. However, there is a feature which can be, there is a hidden feature which I discovered. This is part of transformation. So basically, if we open the back of the canopy, you could pretty much kind of, Rampage could probably like cosplay as Oil Slick from Transformers Animated. Like, pretty much, you know, leave his trail of oil behind just so people can slip and slide and Autobots can die and all that. Anyway, so Rampage. He is, what can I say, he's an interesting figure. He's part of the Constructicon team, which I believe he forms one of the legs for Devastator. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he forms the right leg for Devastator for this line. Before I continue, I'm going to show you the backdrop that it comes with every Studio Series figure. It's the same pyramid backdrop as some of the other figures, like Long Haul, for example, the last Constructicon I reviewed. So Rampage, what about him? Movie-wise, he doesn't really come into the film until like near the end, or pretty much in the final act. He pretty much like, the bio says that he pretty much corners Sam Witwicky in the middle part so he can get the Matrix of Leadership. That never happened. In the movie, he corners Sam and his family and is about to kill them, and then Bumblebee intervenes, and Bumblebee has this epic battle with Rampage and pretty much kills him by ripping his arms off and just ripping out his spine, I believe. And same thing, he did the same thing with Ravage, so yeah, that was pretty gruesome, Bumblebee. Very gruesome. But Rampage, all in all, what can I say? Very, like, now, here's the thing. His original figure did get, now, when we first got Rampage in the original Revenge of the Fallen line, he was painted yellow, which was clearly non-movie accurate. However, there was a yellow Rampage that was part of the Constructicons that was never killed till the final act, when Devastator was shot by the railgun, or water railgun. The original figure was repainted into movie accurate colors, which it's looking back at that figure now looks great still, but I mean, it still obtains the one thing that this figure doesn't have, which I wish it did. Now, if you remember in the movie, one of Rampage's main weapons was his treads became whips. Like deadly, like whips. They were rubber on the original figure, they're plastic on this figure. Shit, I mean, I understand why they didn't do the rubber plastic, but yeah. Now, if you're wondering, remember I alluded to in, what was it? My review of the Century, the KSI Century. What I kid you not, I don't know where it happened on one of these treads, but I pretty much like was just being a goofball, and I was doing this, and then I was bleeding profusely from one of the treads. Anyway, don't worry. It was a freak accident. It turns out there was a sharp part of the object that I didn't realize, but I was able to file it down, so... Anyway. All in all, Rampage... Rampage looks pretty good. I like the bulldozer mode, looks great. Of course, he has basically like the part of his hands, obviously. Basically, like bulldozers have like these like little rakes on the back, so he has like little rake things. But again, what can I say? The bulldozer mode looks pretty good. And pretty interesting. Very, I would not want to see a bulldozer like this in real life, like a killer bulldozer. Now, would Sir Tom buy this for the Island of Sodor? Well, that's a story for another day. Anyways, so the transformation to his robot mode. First thing you do, flip open the rakes here. Come to the bulldozer parts, and just pretty much take these connectors with where the shovel is, or the bucket is, and just rotate them around, flip it up. See, very lovely chrome detail for the blade. Open the treads, these little bits, and then untab. And then, of course, the only accessory he comes with is a stand for robot mode, but you don't have to use it. I'll show that off when we get to it. So, pretty much untab the arms here, and just pretty much rotate them out and split them out. We're going to get to the arms here. We're going to get to, and then take this part here, fold it down, and then he'll just... It depends on the surface, but he can stand on his own. The arm transformation is pretty interesting, so we'll get to that. So take this part here that's part of the wheel assembly for the bulldozer mode. Fold it around, flip it up, and there is one hand. We'll do the same thing on the other side, like that. We're gonna get to the whips here once we finish it off. So, I think. Oh yeah. The other part of the transformation is, you see this little part here. What you're supposed to do is unclip it, flip it around, and that will act as like an extra claw weapon here, like that. So. I'll show that again here. So come to this part here, flip it around, flip it, go like this, and then there is the other hand. And then open this part here. Now, actually, this is part of the combination for Devastator. So, but what you can do is it'll allow you to open this, and gives you his pogo stick. So, pretty much in the movie, Rampage was just, you know, jump around, jump up, and get down. He was not really doing that. He was doing that to murder Autobots and Sam. So. As for the treads itself, what I'd like to do is just flip them off to the side here and just give you that. And then for this part here, just slip it up, get it situated. And that's it. That's the transformation, no joke, in a nutshell. There you have Rampage in his robot mode, and God, isn't he something? Damn. Articulation-wise, head can go up and down, just kind of like Hightower did. It will go side to side, and it will go full 360 and up and down, side to side in a way. Arms can go full 360 out to the side. They don't really bend at the elbow. They rotate, but the individual fingers are posable. Has no waist, or actually no, he has waist, sorry, due to not just transformation, but part of the Devastator set. He has no leg articulation whatsoever, so there's that. So that's really the end of articulation for that. Take a look at his head. Oh, wow. Looks like Bane for some reason, or it almost looks like, reminds me a bit of The Undertaker. Yes! Yeah, Glenn, Kane Fence Center 1, if you're watching this, yeah, you can kind of see the resemblance. But the box art, I warn you, it's nightmare fuel. I'm not kidding. It is nightmare fuel. So, be mindful when, be mindful of that when anyone buys this figure. Anyone. Weapon-wise, well, before I get to that, I will show you the stand functionality, since it does come with a stand. I commend the fact that this figure comes with a stand. So plug it in, and he stands perfectly fine. And of course, giving him his tread weapons, or his whips. It's kind of, how should I say this? Yeah, so pretty much this is how you would give Rampage his whips. It's just bending them down at like an angle like this. And there he is, all ready to go. Oh yeah, another part of the transformation is these, the wheels here fold up. This what I'd like to do is angle them to the side, and there you go. It's kind of funny because he's just wearing a bulldozer on the back of his body here, because he has the cab and the shovel in the back. So there's that. So anyhow, all in all, will I recommend getting Rampage? I'd say highly recommended. He really, really, truly is something. It really, in all honesty, is an excellent version of Rampage. Only thing I wish is these tread whips became rubber and not plastic, because the original Rampage his treads were rubber, his whips were rubber. Would have been nice if they would have given him some little bit or flexed the treads out just a tad, so that way it could symbolize that whip effect. I don't know, it's just me, so there's that. But anyways, all in all, I'd highly recommend purchasing this figure. You can find him. You won't be disappointed by this guy, and he is really incredible, to say the least. So that's my favorite review of the Transformers Studio Series Forger Class Rampage from Revenge of the Fallen. I'll see you all very soon. I will be back as soon as possible in the next video. And yes, so take everyone. See you soon. Good day. And I shall catch you all later. Bye-bye.